All right, today we are solving a seriously delicious puzzle. We're going to completely rewrite the rules for pairing drinks with one of the most popular meals on the planet. Okay, just picture this. You're at a Korean BBQ, you've got that pork belly, the samgyeopsal, sizzling away on the grill. The smell is absolutely incredible. And then comes the big decision. What are you going to drink with it?
You know, for a lot of us, the go-to is soju. It's the tradition, it's easy, but what if you're feeling like a glass of wine? All of a sudden, you're staring at this massive wall of options. Is it a red? A wait, which one? It can feel like a total shot in the dark.
And this is what we're calling the pork pairing problem. It's that moment of pure hesitation, right? You've got way too many choices, which leads to a whole lot of guesswork. And you just end up grabbing a bottle and kind of hoping for the best.
But what if there was a way to just break that stereotype? A solution designed to completely end the guessing game and lock in the perfect pairing every single time. Well, let's dig into that.
And that brings us to this really revolutionary idea. A wine that isn't just paired with pork, but was literally engineered for it. See, this isn't about just finding a wine that happens to work. It's about a wine that was created with one very specific, very delicious purpose. And that purpose has created a whole new category you see here, pork pairing wine. Basically, these are wines that have been scientifically designed by actual meat and wine experts to create the absolute best taste experience with specific cuts of premium Korean pork, or Han-don.
Now, this didn't just happen by chance. As you can see, a team of specialists did blind tastings of more than 30 different wines to find the absolute champions. And their whole goal was to create a super simple, foolproof rule that works for everybody. So the big question is, what makes these particular wines work so incredibly well? Well, the answer is all in the science of how we taste. And as we're about to see, this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's just pure chemistry. Okay, first thing you have to get is that not all pork is the same. Different cuts need totally different partners. So you've got your fatty, super rich cuts like samgyeopsal on one side, and on the other you have your meatier, more savory cuts like moksal.
So here's what happens with the fatty pork. That delicious fat coats your entire mouth, but the high acidity in a crisp white wine like Don Blanc comes in and just slices right through it, washing it all away. It completely cleanses your palate. It's like hitting a reset button, so you're totally ready for that next perfect bite. Now, for the meatier cuts like moksal, it's a different kind of magic. These cuts are packed with proteins. The tannins in red wine, those are the natural compounds that can make your mouth feel a bit dry. They actually grab onto and bind with those proteins. It's an amazing reaction that makes the wine feel way smoother, and at the exact same time, it amps up the savory flavor of the meat.
So now that we've got the science down, it is time to properly introduce the two wines that are at the heart of this whole new rulebook.
And the system they came up with is just brilliant in how simple it is. It really just boils down to two main choices. You've got Don Blanc, a Sauvignon Blanc from Chile, and that's your go-to for fatty pork. Then there's Don Black, a Cabernet Sauvignon, which is perfectly built for those meatier cuts. They even have premium gold versions for specific dishes, so you literally have the perfect pairing for any situation.
And you might be wondering where these wines come from. Well, they're not from some random operation. They're crafted by Bendita Wines, a family-run winery in Chile with more than 25 years of history. I mean, they export to over 40 countries, their production is led by one of Chile's most influential winemakers, and they have top-tier global quality certifications. There is some serious credibility in every single bottle. But, don't just take the experts' word for it. The real proof is in the taste. When they did extensive trials, more than 90% of the people who tried it said they'd buy these wines again. Think about that. That is a huge vote of confidence from real people. So look at how far we've come. We've gone from that confusing pork pairing problem all the way to a simple, scientifically backed, and expert-approved solution. So here it is. This is the new rulebook, and it is just so simple. Are you eating fatty, rich pork? You grab a Don Blanc. Having a meatier, savory cut? You go with Don Black. That is it. Two choices, zero guesswork. I want you to think of it like a pairing power-up for your meal. By making this one easy choice, you're not just having a drink with your food. You're actively making the food taste better, and you're instantly upgrading the entire experience. And that really leaves us with one final thought. For so long, the easy choice was soju. But now, science has handed us a brand new, smarter rule book. So the next time you're standing in front of that sizzling grill, the real question isn't just what to drink, but what amazing flavors you're ready to unlock.